Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love was Lakshmi daydreaming of stopping the engagement. So let's continue from there. Lakshmi tells Rishi that she has some relationship with him even now, which is called as husband and wife's relationship in the society. And she asks that who is Malishka in front of our relationship. She says that Rishi did not respect their relationship. Rishi asks Lakshmi to stop it and says he couldn't bear any nonsense anymore. And he asks Malishka why is she arguing and the time is passing with her on this important day. Malishka says I felt that Lakshmi was our friend at some point. Rishi says Lakshmi is my would-be ex-wife and she was never your friend. He asks Malishka to come. Malishka says I will come in 2 minutes. She hugs Rishi. Rishi goes. Malishka tells Lakshmi that she hopes that all the misunderstandings are cleared. Shalu comes there and gives drinks to Lakshmi and she asks Malishka if she should make arrangement to get blood because she drinks it. Lakshmi asks Shalu that why are you talking like this? Malishka says your sister is mannerless. Shalu says I'm doing it and she asks if Malishka can work properly. She says this is not engagement party but a fancy party and you know the truth. Malishka says to Shalu that your wish will never be fulfilled and says your sister's heart is broken into pieces and it will never be fine. Lakshmi says my heart is not broken, I am just sad. Malishka says even her leg is fine and she asks Lakshmi to dance with her. She asks her to go to the room and cry and do whatever she wants if she doesn't want to dance. She says she doesn't want any inauspicious thing in her engagement. Lakshmi says her pain is getting less and says I don't need to be sad. I feel that both Rishi and you are suitable for each other. Karishma tells Abe and Virendra that if the priest had not told us lies, then Rishi wouldn't have married Lakshmi. Virendra says I don't know whom to believe or not. Neelam comes there and asks that where is Rishi and Malishka. Kiran says Rishi is here, but where is Malishka? They see Lakshmi and Malishka coming downstairs wearing the same color and design. Neelam asks that what is this? Malishka says Lakshmi wanted to dance and seeing her excitement, even I want to dance to make this night memorable. Lakshmi and Malishka started dancing and everyone else danced with Rishi. Just as the dance ends, Malishka falls on the table. Lakshmi keeps her hand on the table to save Malishka. Everyone gets worried for Malishka, including Rishi, and he takes her away from there. Bani is about to go behind Lakshmi, but Rano stops her and tells her that Lakshmi's injury is more deeper than it appears. Bani asks that why is she acting good. Rano says that she is thinking about Lakshmi's betterment. Lakshmi goes to her room and locks the door. Balvinda looks at Lakshmi and tells Bobby that he did not see her beauty before, else he would have married her. He says now he would marry her. Shalu comes there and knocks on the door. Lakshmi cries in the room and she cries thinking about Rishi's care for her. Shalu asks Lakshmi to open the door. Lakshmi cries. Kiran applies spray on Malishka's leg. Malishka says she is fine and she doesn't like the spray. Rishi says that his cuffling is missing and says that he would go and check it. Malishka says that Rishi came running to her and it was like before. Sonia says Rishi did not see Lakshmi's injury and he ran to Malishka instead. Kiran says everyone was with Malishka and not with Lakshmi. Lakshmi thinks that Rishi is not a Rishi and she thinks that how can he be stone-hearted. Neelam says that Rishi is stressed, maybe due to the business deal. She tells Malishka that if she is comfortable, then they should complete the engagement ritual. Malishka says she is perfectly fine. Lakshmi cries and says she wants to hold Rishi and stop him from getting engaged and says you will not agree. You are acting as if I am a stranger and I don't exist. She says if I ask Rishi not to do this engagement, then he will ask me who am I. Rishi knocks on the door. Lakshmi says, Shalu, let me be alone for some time. Rishi says, I am here, and he asks Lakshmi to open the door. Lakshmi says she was wrong. Rishi came to ask if she is hot. She opens the door and looks at Rishi. Rishi asks her to move to his side, and he goes inside the room. Shalu and Ayush looks at each other. Shalu says, I don't want to talk to you before, but you wanted to talk. She says you were angry, but you are calm now, as you all realize your mistake. She tells Ayush that he is completely changed and he is seeing everything wrong. Ayush says if Lakshmi is happy and dancing, then why is this wrong? Shalu asks Ayush that who are you? And says one day you came to drop me and Lakshmi called and asked if you have gotten there safely and you had said that even your mom doesn't care for you so much. She says, I didn't like you at first, but then I started liking you because you cared for my sister, but not anymore. Rishi goes from the room. He then brings the first aid box and sits beside Lakshmi. He cleans Lakshmi's injury and applies ointment to her. Lakshmi thinks that, why can't Rishi feel what I mean to you? I want to hug you and I don't want to get separated from you till many bad. Malishka comes there and gets upset seeing Rishi caring for Lakshmi. Ayush asks Shalu to ask Lakshmi and she will give her the answers to the reason for his behavior and she will tell her why nobody is happy with her. He says if we do mistakes, then we should feel ashamed and accept it too. He says unfortunately, we are not wrong this time. Shalu asks Ayush to ask his heart if Lakshmi is happy with this engagement. Ayush says I am talking to you nicely and he asks her not to judge him. Malishka asks Rishi that what is happening. Rishi says nothing. He says Lakshmi is hurt and she was crying. He says I am only yours and I can't think of anyone else, so don't be jealous. He says I cared for Lakshmi because she got injury while saving you. He says I went out to bring the servant, but I couldn't see anyone, so I bandaged Lakshmi's injury. Malishka asks Rishi to come for the engagement and she asks Lakshmi to come later. Rano says that she has never seen a destiny like Lakshmi's destiny and says sometimes her destiny is good and sometimes it is bad. She says so much respect at one moment and humiliation at the other moment. Bani says this is happening due to Shalu because she fought with Malishka. Rano says you are a villain in their love story. Bani asks Shalu to go and talk to their sister. She says if Malishka and Rishi get engaged, then Lakshmi will be broken and this would happen due to you. Shalu goes and she collides with Malishka. Malishka asks if Shalu wants to take revenge from her because she took her belonging. Shalu says enough and she wonders how Rishi feels that Malishka is good. Shalu asks Malishka to thank her like she did before and says you are badmouthing about my sister to the reporters so that they can write bad things about her. I heard you and I told the truth to the reporters. She says I told you everything so that you should know that the women workers came on my sayings and they blackened your face and that is why this engagement is happening. Rishi says to Shalu that Lakshmi had called those women. Shalu asks Rishi to ask his heart if his wife Lakshmi can do this. Shalu comes to Lakshmi and asks that how is she. Lakshmi tells Shalu that Rishi bandaged her foot but increased more pain and said that he did that for Malishka. She says Rishi had everything which her father had said. She says she might lose Rishi once he is engaged to Malishka. Shalu asks Lakshmi not to cry. Lakshmi says she is feeling as if her heart is breaking and she couldn't take breath. She says she doesn't want to lose Rishi and she loves him a lot. Lakshmi says to Shalu that I don't know how I fell in love with Rishi so much. She cries. Shalu asks Lakshmi to pacify her. Lakshmi says I am nothing for Rishi. He doesn't have to do anything with me. Rishi asks Malishka that they all thought that this is happening due to Lakshmi. Malishka says I didn't know what nonsense she has talked about. Rishi says Shalu accused you in front of your face and you were silent. And he asks that why did she keep quiet? He says why didn't you defend yourself in front of the media? Rishi says to Malishka that she thanked Shalu for this engagement and she asks that why didn't she tell him or his family that it was Shalu that told the reporters about her and it is not Lakshmi. Malishka says yes, I didn't tell you and that is why this engagement is happening, just to make me feel secure. She says okay, I accept that Lakshmi hasn't told the reporters about me or called me the second woman. Let's say if Lakshmi is innocent, then will you go back to Lakshmi? Rishi says yes, I will go back to Lakshmi and Malishka is shocked. Shalu asks Lakshmi to go and confess her love to Rishi and says Malishka cannot love Rishi like you and even brother-in-law loves you a lot. Lakshmi says Rishi loves Malishka. Shalu says he loves you and he is angry with you because you have signed the divorce papers. She says Rishi doesn't trust Malishka but he trusts you and that is why he came home to ask you. She says you both love each other but you are hiding your feelings and your love from each other. She asks Lakshmi to go and confess. Lakshmi says if Rishi refuses, then everyone will laugh at me. Shalu asks Lakshmi not to think about the world. She says Rishi did not hear from you about your feelings for him and she asks her to go and tell Rishi so that he will think that he is right. Then he will refuse for the engagement and he will come back to Lakshmi. Lakshmi asks really? Shalu says yes. Malishka says to Rishi that you said yes. Rishi says the answer will be just like the question. Malishka asks if Rishi wants to get engaged to her or not. Kiran asks them to come. Malishka says I will go when Rishi answers me. Balvinda falls suddenly while he is in the waiter's attire. Rishi asks if he is fine. Balvinda tells an emotional story and he gets money from Rishi. Kiran asks Rishi to come and says everyone is waiting. Rishi asks Malishka to come and he holds her hand and goes. Balvinda asks Bobby to keep the money as tip and says your calculation is settled. He says he will check for the angle to shoot Rishi. He goes to the first floor and comes to the balcony and he points gun to shoot Rishi using the silencer in the gun. The inspector comes there. Balvinda tells Bobby that he feels that he is the one who has bad luck and not Rishi because his plan fails always. Balvinda says that he will play Lakshmi's band and he will make her fall down through the stairs. Bobby says then Lakshmi will die. Balvinda says her hands and leg will be broken and he asks him to bring the oil. Virendra and Ayush comes there. Balvinda touches his feet. Virendra says no need and he blesses him and he asks Ayush to come. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to check back in some hours to check for another update and check the comment section for the link to the next video once it is available. Thanks for watching. I will see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.